Hey, welcome back to another episode of It's a Football Thing. I'm your host, RJ the Balanced Blue, joined by my fellow co-hosts, legendary mates, Rob the Red Devils, Scott the Gooner. We are here to look forward. We've recapped previously. Now it's time to focus on the games that will be, and there are some cracking clashes, boys. So without further ado, let's get straight into the meat of things. First and foremost, my boys, Chelsea, somewhat resurgent, put in a good performance against Crystal Palace, although a little bit shaky at times, as we mentioned in the previous show. Liverpool in red hot mess at the moment. How do you guys think this is going to play out? Because I need some time to gather my thoughts. I'm quite emotional on the matter.
Look, for me, it could go either way because I have no faith in either of these teams, but I actually will do them what I always do when I really can't pick between the two. I'll go for my standard 1-1 draw. I think you guys will be buoyed by that recent win, but Liverpool do still have some quality, and Klopp would have given them a hiding. 1-1 for me.
Such a fence sitter, Scott, as always. Rob, what do you think, mate?
Yeah, look, I kind of, again, after getting smacked Liverpool 3-0 to Brighton at home in front of the club, I expect a bit of a fight like you'd expect. But Chelsea, obviously back into the winning circle. If this was at the Bridge, I think I'd actually sway the way of Chelsea. But because it's at Anfield, I have to agree. I'm going to sit on the fence with a 1-1 draw here.
Yeah, no, I can totally understand that point of view, boys, because we've been anything but convincing. I just think Liverpool have been in worse form based on what I expected of them versus I think we had a bit more of an excuse for some of the really, really poorness. But some players that we are getting back into the thick of things, a little bit of positive signs with the recent transfer news of Mudryk joining. I think all of these things considered gives me a little bit of cause for somewhat of optimism for this match. And I'm going to be a little bit bold and hopefully we do a bit of a snatch and grab and steal this one 2-1 to add to Liverpool's woes.
Mudryk starts or what?
No, look, obviously he's physically capable and Potter has already set the precedent of just because you're new doesn't mean you're not going to be integrated as soon as possible. We saw
Felix
with Felix.
started.
Nah, Felix is red carded, but...
So. No,
Yeah,
but he did start.
Oh, yes, he started, yeah.
So your question, Rob, exactly, very fair question. I'd say no at this stage because of the opponent and because of the way Liverpool play. I think it might be a little bit too much of a overwhelming welcoming for Mudryk. But you know what? Potter has shown that he's not afraid to sort of give the new boys a go. For example, Lewis Hall has been starting over Cucurella, who obviously he's worked very close with at Brighton. So I think not, but we will see.
Right, let's move on. The next fixture, Bournemouth hosting Nottingham Forest. Robbie.
I'm going to go 2-1 to Forest.
Arch.
You know what? Spot on for me too, guys. 2-1 to Forest.
Make it an IFT hat-trick, boys. 2-1 to Forest. Next fixture, two teams that couldn't be any more opposite, really. You've got Leicester at home, who have been dreadful. And Rodgers, really, I don't know how he's still on the job. And then you've got Brighton coming to town on the back of a resounding 3-0 win against Liverpool. Surely we're going to have a hat-trick of Brighton wins here. I'm going to go with 2-0 to Brighton. What about you, Arj?
Yeah, it's got a bit of seagulls. It's just a matter of by how many. And I think this might be the final nail in the Rodgers coffin, unfortunately. I think this will be 3-0 to Brighton.
I feel like we've been saying that all season that we think
I know.
But he's like a cat with 18 lives, man. Robbie?
I'll go 2-0 as well to Brighton, man. I think too much class, too much quality, and they'll be tails up after that big win against Liverpool.
All right, speaking about class and quality, Southampton hosting Aston Villa, Clash of the Titans. Robbie, let's go back to you. Who wins this?
Hard one, this one. Did you say it's at Villa as well?
It's at Southampton.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to go 1-1 draw in this one. I think Southampton's good enough to get a point. Mate, I'm bored Prowse and his free kicks. Honestly, it's a cheat code at the moment.
I'm shocked he's not playing anywhere bigger. Surely one of the bigger teams.
You'd nearly buy him just for his set pieces, eh?
Sub him on 89th minute for a free kick. Bang. Anyway, who knows? RJ?
Yeah, look, they got a morale-boosting win against Everton, being 1-0 down. I think the desperation for them. Villa as well, I know they've had a bit of a topsy-turvy ride themselves. That's why I think this one will end in a draw, to be honest, given it's at St. Mary's. So 1-1 for me.
I'm going to go with 2-1 to Aston Villa, giving Unai Emery's boys a boost. This one, David Moyes derby, West Ham United hosting Everton. This might be the nail in the coffin for either of these managers. They're both on a nice edge. It's not looking good. Both these guys would kill for 3 points. I'm going to go with West Ham begrudgingly. And I'm only going West Ham 1-0. I think this will be really tight. What about you, RJ?
Both equally desperate, and that's what makes me think that no one walks away with a win here. I could honestly see a ball, nil or draw.
Wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, so hard to tell. I don't mind the 1-0 to West Ham, just the home ground advantage. That's all I'm going with. So West Ham 1-0.
Crystal Palace and high-flying Newcastle. It's almost like Newcastle should have the Eagles because they're the ones soaring right now, well and truly in the title race as we discussed on Monday night. And I think anything other than 3 points here for them would be a huge disappointment. I'm going with Newcastle to take this one 3-0 against Crystal Palace. I've lost complete faith in them. Robbie?
Sorry, one more time. Was this at Selhurst Park or at Toonside?
It's at Selhurst Park. Doesn't make a difference, mate.
No, look, Eagles just lost to Chelsea. I'm hoping we do them on Thursday. So 3 losses on the bounce would be crazy. I'm actually going to go 1-1 draw in this one.
There you go. I love how you're using them beating Chelsea as something to say they're good, mate.
No. The Chelsea beat them. That's what I'm saying.
Sorry, you know.
Well, they only lost by 1 goal to Chelsea, so I can understand why you're
That's almost a
optimistic
win.
about their chances. Exactly. But they couldn't score against us, so you can see why Robbie's nervous. For me, Newcastle dropping points here would be a bit of a banana skin. I expect them to have enough. But I also expect Palace to score at home, so I think it would be 2-1 here to Newcastle.
Yep.
All right, then let's go over to the next one. We might kick it off with you, RJ. Leeds, Brentford. It's at Leeds.
What a cracking game from a neutral point of view.
Honestly,
Excitement machines. Absolutely. At Leeds, you said, at Ellen Road, right?
Yep.
I think that has a bearing on the result for me. Brentford thrive better at home, and I think the same must be said for Leeds as well. Leeds in a more precarious position. I actually going to go for wild guess here and say 2-2 in this match. So I can't split it.
I'm going 1-1 in this one. What about you, Robbie?
Oh, it looks like draws on the cards, but I'm going to go goals. I'm just going to go 3-0 in this one.
Wow.
1-1, 2-1, 3-1. There you go. Crazy predictions here tonight. Manchester City at home to Wolverhampton Wanderers. City are going to want these 3 points. They're going to need these 3 points. Surely they take all of them, RJ.
Take them all and take them all in a 5-star 5-0 thrashing. I think they're going to be out for blood.
All right. Wow, I like it, Robbie.
Yeah, I'll go City 3-0.
I'm going with City 2-0. And that leaves us the big one. Manchester United, Arsenal, Clash of the Titans. I know you can't wait to hear our predictions, but you're going to have to wait just a tiny bit longer because we are not including a prediction for this one tonight. RJ, are you joining us on Sunday evening or are you giving your prediction now?
You know what? I'll give my prediction now, just in advance, in case I can't make it. Oof, such a tough one, boys. This could be season-defining for both teams. I know I'm being a bit dramatic, but given where you guys are at the moment, you know what? I am going to go in a high-stakes 1-1 draw. I think you both will cancel each other out. It's going to be a cracking game for me as a neutral, for sure.
I'm not going to comment on it because, like I said, Sunday evening, 8:30 p.m., Robbie and I will definitely be here. RJ might be back. We might open up the stream. Who knows what's going to happen? It'll be a madness, which is exactly what I'm expecting of this match. Until then, if you've got a prediction for that game or any of the ones that we've mentioned, leave it in the comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe, help share the content out. We're trying to grow this baby from the ground up. Boys, any closing words?
See you Sunday night. Can't wait.
RJ,
Take care, legends.
Sunday, be there, be square. See you at 8:30.